Hi and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Um, I am still injured and I'm at home, but I figured, I'm feeling a little bit better. So, let's get a little bit made up and let's continue the what to bring to training or training 101 sessions that I started with. The first video I did about training was congratulations on your conditional job offer. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you click on it and check it out. I talk a little bit about that. And then today I'm going to talk to you guys about just the basic stuff that you may want to bring with you to training. Keep it in mind that you're going to be in training anywhere between 3 weeks to 2 months, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But so let's delve right into that. Before I start though, I want to say thank you guys for all the well wishes. My foot is still healing. I still have my crutches. I've been trying to put a little bit of pressure on my actual leg because I have to be back to work. Today's Monday. I have to be back to work by Thursday. So I only have a few more days to try to get my foot back on track. But thank you again for all the well wishes. I love you guys and thank you for that. All right, again, I have my little trusty notebook. So let's just start off by saying that once you get your conditional job offer, your company is going to start sending you a bunch of materials that you're probably going to need to memorize and learn before you even get to training. I know a lot of companies start off with some easy things first, like city codes and airport codes. So that's something that if you're planning on becoming a flight attendant, you might want to start studying what the city codes are. For example, Las Vegas city code, the airport is LAS, Los Angeles is LAX. A lot of them make, some pretty good sense. Some of them are just, you don't know why they put those letters to, the actual place. But, so that's something that you may want to start studying now before you start applying. That should give you a little bit of a heads up. But other than that, I know that I had to learn some things for my company verbatim. And, so I did that. Other than that, you'll also get a list of things that you'll want to bring. Now, like I said, I was lucky enough that I live right here in Vegas, so I didn't have to pack for going to a hotel and staying in a hotel. And actually, my previous company that I was in Texas at the time, and they also were right around the corner from me, so I never had that hotel experience. But I did get to talking to a lot of my flight attendant friends, and these are some of the suggestions that they gave me. Now, your company is going to give you a list of suggested things to bring. And I suggest that you really take a look at everything on that list and you bring absolutely everything that is in there. For example, mine had things like, bring notebooks, bring pens and pencils, bring markers. Those are the things that you're going to need the most to take notes. If you are more comfortable doing things on the computer, bring your laptop computer. Whatever it is that you need that's going to help you to study and to take down notes, that's what you're going to need to bring. I found it very helpful to bring markers, like different color markers. So when we were learning about different aircrafts, things were in different colors. So let's say, for example, the orange color highlights were for a particular aircraft, and everything that was in green was for another type of aircraft, etc., etc. So you guys, remember how it was when you were in either high school or college, and remember the tools that would help you to study better and use that. I also brought with me some, what are they called? The 3x5 cards, like flashcards, so that I could write also the city codes on one side, and then on the other side I would have the actual I would write out what the airline code was, and then on one side would be the code, the other side would be, the answer to that. So these are things that I did myself that I used in order to help me study. So make sure you go to not Home Depot, Office Depot, and you get whatever supplies they need you to get. Ask neighbors, friends, family, whatever, if you can afford all the, office supplies that you may need. Usually you have a lot of this stuff around the house anyway. Another thing that was sent to me and will be sent to you as well is a guide of what to wear and also what kind of clothing to bring. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. That was Bubs trying to get on the bed. All right, so as far as your attire, also keep in mind that some companies have a uniform and some companies require you to come to training in like business or business casual attire. Some might be a little bit more relaxed, but I think that's the norm is either uniform or casual, business casual. Now, as far as me, I had a uniform that I had to wear to school every single day or to training, which was black and white. So as long as I had a black slacks or a skirt and a white shirt, and I would also pair it with a blazer or a sweater. So my everyday outfit to training was very simple and basic, and I just went and I got myself several different white shirts and a couple of pants, a couple of skirts. Guys, if you're in a budget, a very nice place that you can go to and get these things are thrift stores. Believe it or not, the thrift stores that I go to have a lot of business clothes. So they're not that very hard to find, and you can get them for a couple of bucks. And then, if you have any coupons or you go on specific days where colors are half price or whatever, that's going to help you out to build something that, you will want to look presentable. Don't make the mistake of like, for example, they say, 2-inch heels or 3-inch heels. Don't go to training wearing 6-inch heels thinking that you're going to look cute, because that's not what they're looking for. They're looking for to make sure that you can comply to company standards. And if they say that your hair has to be put up every single day for training and you can't have little wispies here and there, make sure you follow instructions. If you cannot follow instructions or you break the rules one too many times, they can, and they will probably say bye-bye to you. So that's something that, you want to keep in mind. Follow the rules. Don't be late. Wear what they tell you, and be in conform to whatever uniform or dress code that they have for you. Okay, so that's as far as supplies and clothing. Now, because you're technically not a flight attendant yet, once you are going to training, you're gonna have to go through TSA. Once you become a flight attendant, you can bypass the TSA and go through like a known crew member line where you don't have to take everything out or go through the security line and put things in the x-ray machine or go through the x-ray machine yourself. So, but because you're not a flight attendant yet, you're going to have to go through regular TSA. So keep that in mind. You don't want to bring anything that's not TSA approved while on your way to training. So for example, if you have your favorite shampoo and it's a huge bottle like this, don't bring it with you, because they will make you take it out and they will make you leave it at TSA, and you'll be going, and you're going to cry because you're going to have to probably leave a brand new bottle of shampoo that you thought you were going to be able to bring with you because you're almost a flight attendant and you're going to flight attendant training. However, you're still not a flight attendant. So no liquids, that are not approved, the amount of ounces through TSA. That includes water, that includes toiletries that you may be bringing. Only bring travel size stuff. And I suggest that once you do get to your city that you're going to be training at, the first opportunity that your group goes to, let's say Walmart or whatever, that's when you can buy your full size shampoo or whatever that you wanted to bring with you. And you couldn't because it wouldn't be TSA approved. So that's what you want to buy once you get to, the city that you're going to be at. But take my word for it, guys. Don't bring anything full size because they will make you get rid of it. Save your money. When you get to the city, buy it, and then that way you'll have it with you during training. So that's a little tidbit. Same thing with water. If you don't want to pay high and expensive airline terminal water or whatever, for example, you can bring an empty water bottle or an empty container. And once you go through TSA, they usually have water fountains everywhere. You can fill her up and, you can have your snacks and your drinks or whatever. And TSA will not make you throw away a drink or whatever. So that's a little tidbit. Okay. Now, the other thing is that food. Okay. So once you get to the airport and to your city, you go and you buy all the stuff that you need at the store. You may want to bring some things with you in your luggage. So take advantage of the fact that you can bring some stuff with you. And that way you don't have to buy so many things. Remember, guys, you're not going to have that much money when you first start out. And unless you have the money saved up and then you can just go and splurge at the grocery store and buy everything brand new, I would suggest you bring some of those comforts of home. So, for example, I am a coffee drinker. But I'm not going to bring a coffee maker, plus the hotels usually have them anyway. But what I'm going to do is instead of buying a huge can that's probably going to last me for way more than 2 months, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a container, I'm going to, bring some instant coffee. I'm also going to bring creamer. I'm going to bring my sugars, the packets, that you can bring. Another thing that you can do is look through your junk drawer, guys. You know how many times we go to, fast food and we get tons of packets of ketchup and mustard and whatever. And that's all sitting right there in your junk drawer. Use those things. Don't go to training and buy yourself a whole thing of ketchup or a whole thing of mustard or, honey or soy sauce or whatever. Bring those packets with you. That's what they're made for. They're made for traveling. They make excellent condiments. They usually don't go bad that quickly. And you'll have things that you can prepare. Let's say, hey, you're in a budget. Get yourself some ramens. Get some of that hot sauce from Taco Bell or whatever and mix it in there. Buy yourself some paste picante sauce at the store and then put it in there. You can have jellies. You can have so many different condiments that you're just stashing in your junk drawer that you can bring with you. They're in small packets or in individual sizes and servings. And, that's one less or two less or three less things that you have to buy once you get to your city. All right, guys. Other than that, another small little tidbit that I can give you is, I don't know if you guys have seen it. They make tiny individual crock pots. Okay. So I don't know if you've seen it, but the crock pots usually come in family size and then medium size. And I've seen some that are for individuals. I saw a flight attendant that had one of those, and she made a bunch of stuff in that little crock pot that she had. And so even if your hotel doesn't have a microwave or, let's say you have to go downstairs to the restaurant to warm up whatever food that you have, you don't normally have to depend on the hotel and the hotel staff to warm up something that you may like. You can buy a can of soup and, you know, open it up in your room and heat it up and have nice hot meals all the time. And trust me, you can make whatever you want in those little crock pots. They're for multiple uses, not just for soups. So that is another way that you can save some money, is by bringing one of those individual little crock pots and making your own meals in your room. All right, guys. So other than that, a couple of more examples of things that you can bring with you are like instant drinks, like packets of like Crystal Light. Those are very portable, and you just, you know, all you need is water and you mix it in there so you feel like you're having, you know, something other than water. You can also bring granola bars, and there's even cookie mix that you just mix with water, or like pancake mix and you just mix with water, and you can put that in the little crock pot. I'm telling you guys, that's going to be a saver for you. If you don't have one, you may want to think about getting one. But these are just some of the examples of things. You want to take things that are non-perishable, that are going to last you for a really long time. And you want to bring a variety of things with you so that you're not constantly eating the same stuff, or you're not getting bored, or you're like, oh, well, shit, I've been eating the same stuff all week long. Let me go and splurge over here. I'm telling you guys, these are just a few little tidbits that I have for you as far as what to take to training. This video is getting a little bit long, so I do want to show you guys. This is my training booklet. This is all my notes and everything that I took and everything that I learned during those 5 weeks. And I am going to start delving into each one of those topics and talking about those so that you know. Obviously, I'm not going to give any trade secrets away as far as any particular aircrafts or anything like that. Although, if you look at your company's website, they usually list what airplanes they fly. So if you're looking to fly for a particular airline, or you've been hired by a particular airline, you can do some homework before you even get there and start learning what aircrafts they actually fly. It's all on the internet, guys. So but I'm gonna take all those subjects that I learned, and I'm going to talk about them with you guys so that you know exactly what to expect. Again, every company does things a little bit different, but most of them talk about the same sort of subjects. So that's what I'm going to be bringing to you guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in one more time. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. I will see you guys on the next one. I love you guys. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.